Come on.
8 versus 5. 8 versus 5 is what I have been seeing all throughout social media in game number 2 of the Lakers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, look, I'm not the type to really get after when it comes to the officiating. But what we saw last night, and the type of calls that were being made, and this calls for the Los Angeles Lakers. And LeBron James, the moment he got that layup and Jalen Williams fouled him and the referees didn't call it. And then you're seeing LeBron James get to the right wing and being able to get an and one, but they rule it no shot. And then you're just seeing all the type of foul calls that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is getting when he's getting downhill and Luke Kennard is putting his hands up and just walling up. And you see the referees blow a whistle. There's got to be a conversation when it comes to the way these games are being officiated. And I'm not the type, I'm telling you guys right now, we're going to say it, the Lakers and the way they lost, I'm not going to solely blame that on the referees. The Lakers lost that game when the third quarter came around, but there has to be a real conversation. With that being said, you guys already know what we have to do on a beautiful Friday here for Lakers Talk Daily. I have to talk about my friends at Pechanga Resort Casino, and you can play a perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. Right away, just to kind of get this episode started off hot, my guy John is here with me today on this beautiful Friday. And I know John's got a lot of stuff to say and what he witnessed last night for game number 2. John, look, bro. John, I'm sorry. John, I got to start this off, man.
Oh.
I don't want to blame the referees. I'm not here to do that on today's episode. But there has to be a real conversation when it comes to the certain calls that were being made. I'm telling you, the moment we saw LeBron James get that baseline layup, and Jalen Williams clearly fouled him, no whistle. Okay, fine. I understand.
Carlo has on the screen pulled up. He has the.
Hey, look, I get it. Hey, and the crazy thing is, John, this is not the only graphic that we have been seeing when it comes to OKC and how the referees are. There's a lot of different memes out there with this OKC and referees. I mean, just look at this. It's just more and more graphics that we're seeing. And it's come to a point where we have to take a deeper dive into this because Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch is coming out and saying, hey, look, I understand that Oklahoma City is physical. I understand that their intensity and that the way they play, they're going to get a lot of foul calls. But we have to take an exception that they foul as well. Devin Booker, I understand the Phoenix Suns got swept. I understand that. Look at Foot Locker over here. Foot Locker's over here. Getting out. You know what's bad when you have Foot Locker coming out here and putting out tweets, John?
Let me just say, brother, right? Like sports is supposed to be, it's supposed to be, in its essence, a pure landscape where an athlete and athletes compete and they dictate the outcome of the game. They dictate.
Exactly.
So they let their work ethic and their determination and their grit dictate the essence of the result. But my gosh, these OKC refs, bro, they got some home cooking. It was some home cooking yesterday.
Oh my goodness, man. I mean, look at all these different memes that we are seeing, man. Literally. And by the way, Brian in the YouTube chat, literally, I'm with you on this. Foot Locker, you know what Foot Locker does, John? Do you know what they do? They sell SGA shoes. You see those Jordan brand shoes, Converse. Converse. You see Converse all on their wall promoting that. And the fact that Foot Locker, their official account, is tweeting out foul. Look, slow down. I am not blaming the Lakers lost solely on the referees. The Lakers started the game off really, really good. Hell, let's just even say the fact that James Reddick game plan and he face guarded Shai Gilgeous-Alexander full court. You know what he said? We're going to allow Lou Dort to beat us from the three-point line. Lou Dort started the game off, 0-4, 0-3, 0-4 from the three-point ball? That brother couldn't hit nothing in that first quarter. All right?
Dort.
But James Reddick's game plan, it worked. You've seen it. The defense, the Lakers executed defensively. Defensively, they're starting to get to their spots. Austin Reaves played better.
Hey, indeed. So, listen, that's something I really – we talked about on yesterday's episode. You know, this game will determine AR's future. I said if he has another poor performance and the Lakers lose, we might as we throwing grease in the fire. But with him having a really good game, I mean, easily his best game in the playoffs in recent memory.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think it kind of changes the narrative. I think maybe, if he continues to play like this, even in losing efforts, maybe it's he can be the number 2 guy alongside Luka.
So look, I'm not the one to be as far as go in with, it's like looking ahead and seeing what he was able to do in this last game.
Very efficient, very efficient.
Hopefully that he can go in and do that in home court, game number 3. They're going to need every single bucket that he was able to get. The only thing is that we also have to keep our eye on, and let's just be really honest, John. Austin Reaves, he has to be able to defend better, man.
I'm
sorry, man. You can score
at him, bro.
You can score. You can score all you want. You have to be able to take a stand on that side of the basketball court. Yes. You have to be stronger. I'm telling you right now, he needs to get into the gym, the lab, and get stronger. And I want to really, at some point, it's like, damn, man, stop getting beat on that end of the basketball court. Take a stand. Try to keep guys in front. Stop being the one, take pride in that. When they're game planning and they're headhunting you, you have to be able to take pride in that. He had a phenomenal offensive game. I love what he was able to do, come off the pick and roll, get to a spot. So he's able to get 10 free throws. He has to play better defense, John. We can't.
Guys are just cones, bro. Some guys just can't guard. This is not a new thing in the NBA. Some guys just can't play deep. You feel me?
John. But also, what is the same narrative that we always talk about with this Lakers team? Austin had a really good game offensively. Give him some flowers. He bounced back from a terrible game one. All right.
Flowers.
But what's the other thing that we always talk about with this Lakers team? They can't take care of the damn basketball, man.
So Marcus Smart, man, ticking me off. I'm not gonna lie, ticking me off that game. Interesting shot selections. I mean, he was hustling, but a lot of turnovers, man. Just not taking care of the rock. Wasn't Smart.
And the shot selections too. Sometimes when Marcus Smart's like, bro, you are efficient when it comes off of a ball reversal and you're a spot up shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Not coming off of a dribble.
Stepping into a 3, bro. That's
not you, Marcus Smart. I know you had to do that early on in that Houston Rockets series, but right now, where every possession matters with OKC, you can't have a bad shot selection. You can't let that happen. But I'm telling you guys, everyone tuning in and listening, 6 assists is good for Austin Reaves. 5 turnovers, he's not going to cut it. You have to take care of the basketball. And with a team like OKC, that third quarter, John, the Lakers were up at halftime. Remember that. The Lakers were up at halftime.
They were up. I like Peter's chat in the YouTube. Smart is cool, but he shouldn't be running the offense 24/7. I agree wholeheartedly. The Marcus Smart experience, it's an interesting one. I'll say though, he does have energy. He does make some things happen. Rui Hachimura stood out to me though.
Rui Hachimura has been solid so far through this whole entire playoff experience. But Carla, can we just please pull up that clip one more time? That one, the Marcus Smart experience. Can you please just pull it up one more time? The fact that he catches the ball. This is a baseline out of bounds.
I saw this live.
John.
I saw this live. I was like, wow.
Hold on though. He has Isaiah Hartenstein on him. Your back is to the basket. You're trying to throw a lob. going like this to Jackson Hayes. Like, come on, man. That's a wasted possession.
I
It's
saw
a
that.
wasted possession.
I saw that, and I saw LeBron at half court getting ready for the next play, and I just saw him shaking his head. I'm like, old man Bron. This is what LeBron's dealing with in his latter years, man. Poor guy.
But like to kind of, because we were summarize this game and how it went. Like, the Lakers got the scoring they needed from Austin Reaves. The Lakers got the efficiency from Rui Hachimura. LeBron James was efficient once again. And then you see Marcus Smart. There's moments where, like, Marcus Smart, slow down. Why do you have to be in a rush for? Just
too many threes.
Too many threes. Just get to your spots. There's no need to come off a dribble for a 3-point shot. Slow down.
And just at times forcing it, trying to get a foul. I was always told as playing basketball, I was one of the taller guys growing up, but, I had younger, smaller guys that were point guards. They would always say, don't go into the trees. Why are you trying to drive on Hartenstein?
Exactly.
Why are you trying to go into the trees? Like, these guys are 7-footers, bro. Touch the paint, get the ball out. Like, that's where the Lakers were finding success yesterday, Deandre. When they were touching the paint, kicking it out to their shooters, getting Rui Hachimura, getting Austin Reaves, getting Luke Kennard. That's the formula. It's not just, let me bulldoze my way to the basket. Unless your name's LeBron James, no one on the Lakers can do that.
No. Like, Austin Reaves.
Stumbling and tripping and fumbling over. Like, I was watching AR. Don't get me wrong. He played well, but I'm seeing him stumble, trying to, he does. Austin Reaves, he has a deep bag offensively. He can do a lot of things, but you know what he likes to do? He likes to go downhill. He likes to bump. He likes to create contact. And I saw him trying to do that against Chet multiple times. And he's falling over. It was so sloppy.
It was sloppy. But look at that. All these things that we were talking about, as far as the Lakers offense, as far as Marcus Smart doing some things where you got to slow it down. Austin Reaves tripping over, having those 5 turnovers. Lakers as a team had 20 turnovers. And you know what, man? They still had to leave going into halftime.
Exactly.
But that third quarter, what have we been talking about with this Lakers team this whole season? Third quarter woes. And what happened? It appeared at the worst time of the game. A time where you have momentum going into halftime. A time where you get SGA to get 4 fouls with 10 minutes going into that third quarter. And you know what the biggest difference is, John? What do we always go back to as well? Besides the turnovers and besides the third quarter woes, what the hell do the Lakers got coming off their bench? No more Jake LaRavia, man. Stop that experience.
They got Tumbleweed coming off the bench, D. They got dude. And here's the thing that really just, like, it hurts me. This Thunder's team is deep. Look at their bench. Look at the guys. Look at the guys that they have. AJ Mitchell, 20. Jared McCain, the guy
18.
who I'm not even going to speak on Jared McCain. The dancer. Crying.
18, John. 18 in 18 minutes. Come on, man.
So
we can't even get Jake LaRavia to score 2 in 15.
Here's the problem, D. Right? You got, and look at this stat that we have up here. The bench group without LeBron and Marcus: Austin, Luke, Jake, Rui, Jackson.
Minus 13.
You're just not gonna win games like that, bro. With the refs whistle, it's all bad, man.
But and that's the thing is, like, you see the OKC. Shai Gilgeous had 4 fouls subbed out, and the energy and the effort. There was no drop off, man.
No.
There was none whatsoever. That is why you got to respect them as a team. They're really, really good.
And deep. 12 deep.
Like, it's rare. You don't see NBA teams play 12 guys.
Exactly.
And then that's where the frustration comes from, because there's moments LeBron James is trying to get a rest. There's moments where Austin is trying to get a little bit of rest.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't count on Jake LaRavia. Jake LaRavia is fumbling the ball out of bounds. Jake LaRavia is getting picked on defensive end of the basketball court. Jake LaRavia, you can't trust him to knock down an open 3-point ball. You know, right? So then they put the Dude Thiero experience in. He only got 6 minutes.
They did play him, though, like we talked about. I said, hey, everyone in the YouTube chat, as my witness, I was saying, get a dude out there. And they did bring him in. So that was interesting.
And it wasn't like he came in for 6 minutes, and it wasn't bad. Try that experience out a little bit more, man, because the results have been shown with Jake LaRavia throughout this whole playoffs. He's not ready. He's not ready to go. So, like you said, I'm honestly starting to come full circle. Why not play with the youngins? Why not let them get some experience? Why not let them go out there and work and fix, and go with that. Why are you relying on Jake LaRavia, who has not been providing anything? Luke Kennard had a good game, but I still feel like he can shoot the ball more, man. And we are going to talk about Deandre Ayton. We are going to discuss him. And I do want to get your more thoughts on what's it called? On the referees and just how you felt overall with that game. But before we do any of that, I have to let my partners at Pachanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pachanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
What is going on? Welcome back to Lakers Talk Daily. Real quick, Carlo put up that today is Adu Thiero's birthday, so happy birthday to Adu Thiero. That's, it came out of nowhere. I didn't actually, there was something unexpected. And John, got to read one more to you. Cliff in the YouTube chat says, it wasn't just the refs. The Lakers had 21 turnovers. They kept sending 3 guys at Shea, and they still left OKC shooters wide open. That's not officiating. That's bad defense and bad decisions. And Cliff, the Lakers defense was good in the first half. They forced the ball out of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's hands. He did not hit his 20-point total into the second half. Once again, Lakers did their job on him. But then you look at the rest. You said it. Adrian Mitchell being able to get to his spots, one dual pull-ups, getting to the lane. You're seeing Chet Holmgren, the size advantage, being able to take Deandre Ayton off or being able to take Rui Hachimura off, whoever's matched up on him. He's able to put the ball on the floor. He can space the floor out. He can knock down shots. All right, Isaiah Hartenstein, he's a workhorse. He's getting to the glass. He's able to take guys off the dribble, doing dribble handouts. He's even facilitating.
What's the big brother's name? Is Jalen Williams? They have multiple Jalen Williams right on this team, right?
Yeah.
He has the one that went to Arkansas. You know what I'm talking about? Light skin. Comes off the bench. He's contributing. Like, they just have such a depth.
Yeah, they do, man. And
it's flawless. They have so many guys that just come out and immediately make an impact on the game. And the Lakers don't have that. I want to really go back, though, to that comment that Cliff made. He hit the nail on the head, bro. You're not going to win an NBA playoff game with 21 turnovers.
No.
Especially against the defending champs. It's just not going to happen. So, Cliff, you're on the money there.
And by the way, Cliff did elaborate more. He said that he was elaborating more into the third and fourth quarter. He said 1 and 2, the Lakers did play good. So, Cliff, thank you for, chiming in on today's episode. But, John, everyone was Jay had an interesting point, too. And this is what's going to lead me into our guy, Deandre Ayton, is that Deandre Ayton, where were you at? Where were you at this game? And Deandre Ayton, first game 1, 5 of 5 shooting, right? And then you going into it, he's been 1 of 14 ever since. And he's just not comfortable. He's trying to do those runners around the rim. He's trying to, when he rolls to the basket, it's not really a clean catch.
Oh, you're 7 feet.
He has to be able to.
You're 7 feet. I'm literally watching the game yesterday, D. I'm seeing him get entry passes, and I'm seeing him get the ball, and he's putting it low. And that is where you run into trouble as a big. Why are you catching the ball and going low? You're supposed to catch, turn, keep it high. Bam.
Yes.
7 foot, bro. You over here trying to float. Dunk the ball. It's crazy, bro.
John, but that is what the experience is. He never was a real physical center. He never wanted to bring his back to the basket, kind of give a little back down, do runners, do little hook shots. Everything he does when he catches it is going back down here. And as a big man, or anything you do at that size, they teach you as a smaller guard on the defensive end of the basketball court, dig. And balls fumbling, balls getting lost. And it's like, Deandre, you have the talent to get those runners, to get those floaters. But when they're not falling, what's the counter? What adjustments are you going to make? And that's where we have to look at is that they, in a series where they actually need a big man and Deandre Ayton to step up, so far, it's not looking good for him in this series. And that's just because Isaiah Hartenstein doesn't stop working. He's constantly moving. Hell, Isaiah Hartenstein is knocking down those runners and floaters. He started off perfect in game 1 against Deandre Ayton. Those runners and floaters, Isaiah Hartenstein was starting off that run. Then you look at Chet Holmgren, spacing the floor out, when he's wide open, you can guarantee it's most likely going in. He's consistent on that 3-point range. But you know what else Chet does well? He actually does dunk on dudes.
Mm-hmm.
He actually does go to the rack hard. Pulls up strong. Deandre Ayton does not do that at a consistent level.
Chet has even a more wiry frame than Deandre Ayton is. You see him in person, you see him on the screen. He's big, he's tall, he's wide, he has muscles, he's 7 foot. Like, you would think he would impose his will more. But yesterday's game, it taught me that the Lakers, you know, obviously the Thunder, defending champs, they have the experience, they have who you could argue best player in the NBA, Shea. Great side weapons, and Chet, J-Dub when he's healthy. But they have a deep team. But yesterday's game really showed me that the Lakers, we can hang with these guys if you minimize turnovers, play defense, and hit the right shot. Like play ball. Like, you feel me? The Lakers can hang with these guys. That's why, you know, maybe people expected a more demoralized John today. But I'm not feeling down. I'm feeling like we can hang with these guys, but we got to do the right things, and we're just not doing it. It's not necessarily like, oh, they're just so much better than the Lakers on paper. When you watch it play out, it's like the Lakers, they can hang with these guys.
And they can. And then this is another interesting thing that Carlos bringing up right here is that Shea elaborating on this, saying the way basketball works, usually the more physical team and a team that imposes their will more just wins. Let's just be brutally honest. The physicality and imposing their will, let's not act like the Lakers did not have that. The Lakers did. They were physical. Hence is why the refs were over there calling some random ass stuff.
That whistle was blowing.
The whistle was blowing, and there was no constant flow. It ruins rhythms, and you constantly sending guys to the free throw line. I always said, let the players dictate the outcome of the game. You don't have to nitpick every single call.
Yes.
Let the players handle the game. If there's some egregious foul, that's when you blow your whistle. But these ticky tags, LeBron James running through the lane, and Alex Caruso failing his body, getting offensive foul, and then Rui Hachimura getting a switch, and he's trying to fight over the top of the screen. Referee blows his whistle, and then you see SGA. He has Oscar's arm in an arm bar. He's going down like this, only giving a flagrant one, and it's like, what are you guys actually looking at?
I mean, how is the NBA judging these guys? This shot right here that Carlos showing on screen, LeBron not getting that was crazy.
It's crazy. It's outrageous, man. And I get it. He is LeBron James. He is a physical freak. He is 6'8", 6'9". He's real strong. But that doesn't mean you can't reward him with being able to come off of a screen and gathering. He is legit gathering into rhythm. Just because Casey Walls is switched on to him does not mean you just reward a no shot. Like, what are we actually doing? And I hope that game 3, that let's slow the whistle down a little bit. Again, me and John, I think we're all in agreement here too, and you guys tuning in on the YouTube chat, is that we're not blaming the referees solely for the Lakers' loss. Remember, that third quarter and having 20-plus turnovers, that was the real storyline. You were not able to cut the bleeding in that second half with SGA off the basketball court. The Thunder's role players came in, they stepped up, they fulfilled that role with SGA off the basketball court. That is where the Lakers lost that game, is the third quarter. And so on, leading into the fourth quarter. You're not able to gather stops. You can't trade buckets. All right?
No pace, no rhythm. That's what the refs are taking away from this Lakers team, and honestly, from NBA playoff basketball right now. How are the fans supposed to get involved when there's a whistle being blown every time down?
That's what I'm saying. There's no rhythm. Like, we got Lil Wayne tweeting out stuff. Like, Lil Wayne.
We got Weezy
saying OKC games aren't watchable, and it's crazy. He's not the only one. There's numerous people across the league who are going on and saying how bad the officiating was and how bad, the calls were being made. And they got to take a deeper look into the stuff that was called. And to kind of end off this episode is that I'm glad that Reaves was vocal about this, because it comes to a point where you got the Minnesota Timberwolves, Chris Finch calling out the Thunder and the way they're getting fouls. You got Devin Booker saying the way that they get fouls, saying that this blank is rigged. And you got Nick Nurse saying that they fouled too. And then J.J. Redick coming out post-game. He's like, look, We understand that they're physical. We understand that they impose their will. It's not like we did not match their physicality. The Lakers matched their physicality. But it's like they are fouling as well. We have to keep a deeper look into that. And I understand everyone's going to say, well, SGA had 4 fouls. But that's besides the point. It's just the game as a whole and as a collective. The calls that are being made, let's just call a spade a spade. The officiating in general was bad.
It was really bad.
It was really bad. But I'm glad Osprey was vocal about this. And by the way,
thinking, this is kind of a side note, but maybe we need to implement some type of is that an AI?
Yeah, it is AI. And I was going to say this too. I was going to say, if Austin Reaves, next time, if you want to do this, if you want to go ahead and chirp at the referees, go ahead and give him a mean one. Give him a little elbow. Make it worth knowing. Like, hey, man, call this damn game the right way. Give him a little, And by the way, and just to kind of go off more, I went on IG Live like I have been doing throughout these playoffs. Immediate reaction, John. And I'm telling you right now, it got up to about 150, damn near 200 people watching the IG Live reaction with me after game number 2. The amount of people that are in there spamming in the comment section and saying, refs, what the hell is that? And then you have some that were like 21 turnovers, 20 turnovers. You can't have it. All in agreement with that. But the amount of frustration that the Lakers fan base has shown, I hope coming into game 3 tomorrow, we see a different type of ball game, because the Lakers, I really don't want to count them out. I really do believe that they can get one tomorrow. And the one that they have to get is tomorrow, is game number 3.
Yeah,
if they really could just find a way to cut the turnovers in half, and if they find a way to not trade buckets and get collective stops like they were able to do for the first half and carry that over into the second half. Basketball is 48 minutes. You can't play for 36. You can't play for 24. You have to play for 48 minutes, just like the Thunder. You can't have those. You can't have those mental errors.
One, too. That's what I'm saying, D. Maintain the lead. I would love to see this Lakers team hold a lead down.
Exactly. Hold the lead down like they did the first half, but 48 minutes. And it's the same thing that we always discuss. They can't sustain same energy and intensity for a full 48 minutes. Now you have to find your way and claw that out and hold down a lead. Put Oklahoma City in a clutch situation where the Lakers have been good at. But it all comes down to mismatches and all that stuff. If the Lakers are not going to get production off their bench and Oklahoma City's getting 30 to 40 points on their bench, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
If they're going to have the ball 20, they're going to turn the ball over 20 times and not get back on defense, and they're going to allow OKC to shoot more than 14 free throws in that third quarter, you're going to lose. If you can't get something out of, if you can't legit gather and switch up your defenses and find a way to rotate and put a hands up on shots and take a stand, and don't allow guys like AJ Mitchell to continuously beat you, and allow Jared McCain to come in the game and get 18 points in 18 minutes, and you allow Jalen Williams, not Jalen Williams, I said not the other Jalen Williams that's playing, the bigger center, you allow him to space the floor and knock down threes, you are going to lose, man. And I thought the game plan was good. But Lou Dort, that first quarter, forcing to shoot the ball because it's inconsistent. But the moment you start allowing other guys to beat you, you're going to lose, because guess what? Guess what, John? The only 2-3 guys you can rely on offensively is, honestly, we've seen the Austrians have a bounce back game, but so far throughout these playoffs, the 2 consistent ones on the offensive end of the basketball court has been LeBron James and Rui Hachimura.
That's it.
Let's just be real.
Yeah.
So there's a lot, man. And I think why the Laker fans are frustrated is because how that game really went, man. And ultimately, how the calls were being made. Now, we hope that's not the case going into game 3. But, John, what are you feeling? Do you think if the Lakers need to get one game, is it tomorrow? Do they need to get game number 3?
Quite honest, D, I ain't even going to, the game to win was yesterday's game, bro.
Don't say that, man.
No, I'm going to say it, bro. Yesterday was the game to win. Today, if you don't win tomorrow's game, the series is a wrap.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just reality. Like, look at the Lakers personnel. Look at how it is right now. Something's got to shake.
We also got to take in consideration, John, down 1 day in between, man. 1 day in between for this Lakers team. And honestly, there wasn't necessarily the case heading in, but we just got to see full 48 minutes of energy and effort. But John, unfortunately, we were cooking today, but the show has to come to an end.
It does.
And we got to get ready for game number 3 tomorrow, man. Game number 3 is here. Back at home at Crypto.com Arena. Lakers had a chance to steal one in OKC. But let's see if they can just get one at Crypto.com Arena. Defend your home court. Come out there and play full 48 minutes of basketball. Stop turning the damn ball over. Please just stop turning the damn ball over. It bugs me so damn much. It really, I can't stand stupid turnovers, especially unforced turnovers. Ball turnovers. Stop doing this. You're not good enough to be doing behind the back no look passes when you already are trying to cut the bleeding. But John, as always, thank you so much for coming on today.
Pleasure, brother.
The crew on the YouTube chat, all you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Lakers Talk Daily. As always, I'm always grateful for you guys constantly tuning in and commenting on the YouTube chat. And then the crew that's running the operation, shout out to Carlo. Thank you so much. I will be talking to you guys next week on Monday. It'll be game 4 come Monday. So hopefully we have a different type of approach heading into game number 4. But you guys, have a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Take care of your moms. Go get her some books. Go take her to the spa, resort. Anything you need to do, take care of moms. Make sure you do that. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys next week on Monday. Have a good weekend. Catch me on IG Live, actually, as well, after game number 3 for immediate reaction. Your boy is out.